What's up, everybody? We're back for week 8. I gotta stop acting happy. We're coming off our first loss of the season. It was not a very good game. Um, 3 turnovers from Malik Willis, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. He was our leading rusher. That's not good. AJ Dillon pretty much went missing. I mean, he had 4.4 yards per carry. We did not give him the ball enough. That's on me. That's bad coaching. Um, Not much to say other than that about that game. I mean, our leading receiver only had 3 catches for 72 yards. He did have a touchdown, which kind of makes it look a little bit better, but I mean, just not great across the board for anybody. Nothing special on defense. I think we had like 1 sack and maybe an interception. Yeah, 1 sack and 1 interception from Jair Alexander. And Fred Warner still had a decent game with 14 tackles, but nothing other than that. It's kind of a bad game for his standards the past couple weeks. I think we even had a couple missed kicks, maybe. Yeah, we had a missed field goal and 2 missed extra points. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, so bad game across the board. We're going to move on from that game, but it's not all bad, at least. There's some positive news. I finally got up the Zach Ertz jersey, as you can see. We'll pull it up real quick. So you can see the autograph right here, Zach Ertz. I actually won that jersey in a contest through the Eagles, actually. It was like a bracket of the best players to play for the Eagles of all time, and it was like a fan vote, and basically you picked who you thought would win, or like who you maybe thought was the best players of all time to play for the Eagles, and you got points based on each round. I think it was 64. I think it was like a whole bracket, but basically you got points depending on each round. You got like more points as it went along, and whoever had the most points at the end, it had like, I guess, the most similar to the overall fan vote, was the winner, and I somehow won it out of all the hundreds of thousands of Eagles fans that are probably out there. So I got pretty lucky with that, but I got this out of it, so pretty pumped. And the number one player was obviously Brian Dawkins, which was no question in my mind that he was going to be the fan favorite, so that's why I picked him and ended up getting the win. Now we're going to get into the actual gameplay. I did notice a couple things. I just happened to be scrolling over to the schedule and saw this. It says, the first one says, love both of these defenses. For some reason, I think the Texans will pull out the win. Not really sure why he says he loves their defense when they're clearly an offensive team. You see they're an 81 overall defense and 88 overall offense. So, and to pick them to win, we'll see what happens. I mean, we are coming off a big loss, but we'll see. But also there was another one. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so you see Charles Davis at the top here. Trade rumors are the best part of the night. Really, Jordan Whitehead to the Rams? Sure, why not? And I mean, you may know that we have Jordan Whitehead as our backup safety. I can promise them straight from the source he's not going anywhere. So, not sure where they're getting that trade rumor since there's been no trade interest for us. I think there's been a couple, like 3 or 4 of the weeks that he's had offers on the table down here, but I've never even opened it, so I don't know why it's saying that they think that I'm going to trade him. Definitely not going to happen. Yeah. Plus, I think week 8 was a trade deadline. I don't even think we can trade anymore. So yeah, I don't know why it's even saying that now. I guess it's just an old news thing that I just didn't look at yet. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and start out with the meeting right here. Do a little interview about having a short week and what we're going to do. Let's just skip this. Okay, so we just need to commit 1 or fewer turnovers. Probably won't happen, to be honest. We know that I'm a turnover machine, unfortunately, so probably we'll have more than 1 turnover, but maybe we'll see what happens. Look at the weekly game plan. They have Aaron Jones as their top offensive threat. We'll see who their quarterback is. Oh, they got Jalen Hurts. So they have Jalen Hurts was superstar dev trait. I don't think he had that when we started this, so he must have. I think he has it in the game now. I think that's been updated since, but I think when I started this league, I don't think he had it yet. So we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna defend the run. I don't know who their receivers are, but we're just gonna stick with this. Defensively, their top defensive threat is 81 normal dev. Okay, they have the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So maybe their secondary is a little bit better, but it looks like their defensive line is not going to be good if their top threat is 81 overall BJ Hill. So we'll see what happens with the rest of them. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Forget about this. We're gonna split. Okay. Just because there's a lot of injuries. I don't even know if I've been doing that. I know I did it the first couple of weeks, but I might have forgotten about it since then. But I like doing this just because there's a lot of injuries in the practices that, I mean, you get a little bit of XP out of it. I just don't think it's really that worth it. So I'm just going to go like this so we don't risk any injuries. Going to go to this. Everything's staying the same here, so this is all good. All right, so we'll double check. No injuries. I think maybe week 1 or in the preseason or something like that, Blake Cashman got hurt, so that's one of the reasons I like to skip those, but no injuries, so that's good. Nothing else. We're not going to do this right now. We're going to keep saving them up a little bit like I did the last time. And other than that, I think we're good. We're going to jump in. So we're in the game. They're about to start on offense, but we're going to go ahead and look at the rosters real quick. We already know our depth chart, so we're good. We're going to look at the Texans. So we know they have Jalen Hurts coming back to Philly to play his first game without the Eagles. They're starting running back Jeff Wilson. Oh, wait. Is Aaron Jones hurt? Oh, Aaron Jones is hurt. That's big. So their starter is Jeff Wilson. Oh, they do have Kyle Juszczyk, though. Kyle Juszczyk is a beast. Receivers are not bad. Amari Cooper, Gabe Davis, Darius Slayton, and Nico Collins stayed with the Texans. Again, not really. I mean, they're decent. I mean, Slayton being a third receiver is not bad at all. Johnny Smith's offensive line. The left side is pretty strong. Then the middle is kind of weak. Their tackles are both pretty good. We have maybe the best offensive lineman in the league. Overall, it's pretty good offensive line compared to what we've seen. It's one of the better ones. George Karlaftis, they have Chris Wormley as a second string. Kind of surprising. I mean, Karlaftis is a rookie, so maybe you're trying to get him some extra play time, but and Yannick Ngakoue, so another like decent again. And they were an offensive team, so them missing Aaron Jones could be a big deal because they had an 88 overall offense. Yeah, again, their defensive line is not the best. Linebackers, not that great. Who's their? Oh, yeah, the linebacker's not very good. Corners, Avonte Maddox, who's a slot corner, is your number 1 corner, and it drops all the way to a 70. They have to have somebody else that's hurt, right? Oh, Desmond King's hurt. Wow, so they're struggling with the injuries. I mean, Desmond King's only an 80 overall, so that's as your number 1 corner, you have an 80 and 81. So, so their top 2 corners or 2 of their top 3 corners are hurt. So that's not good for them. Tyrann Mathieu will make up for that a little bit, and you have a good young safety there, so that's not bad. Nothing else crazy. Darius Slay's a returner. I feel like he's not the best returner in the world, but okay. I mean, I think this looks like a pretty easy matchup for us. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to start out with a run. Should have been able to get over there. Big hit to start off by Mika. That's a good start. Wake up the defense a little bit. Looks like they could run this again, but it seems like they might be like a pretty heavy running team. But, I mean, that's going to be... Oh, should have picked that. That's going to be tough for them when Aaron Jones isn't in. But we'll see if they stick with their normal game plan and run the ball a lot, or if they have to switch it up since Aaron Jones is hurt. But we also have to watch the threat of Jalen Hurts to run because, I mean, he's a top 3 mobile quarterback in the league, in my opinion. And there he goes right off the bat. Okay. Surprised he didn't run that. He might have had the first if he would have just taken off. He was like just running laterally and then threw it back across the body in the middle of the field. 2 no-nos. You don't throw it late across the middle of the field. Why are you standing way up here? I'm going to pick this up just so I don't get it inside the 10. Get a couple extra yards. If there was somebody like right there, I wouldn't have touched it in case I fumbled, but I just decided to take it so we didn't get stuck inside the 10-yard line. So we get it at the 11 instead, and a little bit different. Get a little bit further out. We're going to start out with a run. We need to feed A.J. Dillon a little bit. He had a bad game. And, I mean, he should be our main focus on offense and then some deep plays out of, like, play action and stuff. But, I mean, the main focus needs to be giving the ball to A.J. Dillon. He's a tank. he needs some carries. He's not really like gonna pop off a lot of big runs. He's not like the fastest guy in the world or anything. So we just need to give him the ball a lot because even if we get those like 3 or 4 yards, I mean, he averaged 4.4 last game in a bad game. So I mean, if you get 4 yards every carry, you're gonna just walk down the field. You'll get first downs every time. So I'm gonna come out with our first pass of the game. Have Trey McBride wide open. I mean, he was wide open, and I mean, it was a good pass, but he like ran down. I didn't switch to him. Wow. Yeah, look, I didn't switch to him. I'm still on Malik Willis. He just ran right by the ball. Didn't even put his hands up or anything. Balls went right over his head. Well, not the best start for our first pass. Wide open target. Threw it right to him, and he just didn't even go for the ball. We're in a dome, so it's not like he had the sun in his face or anything. It's not even Lucas Oil. The Colts Stadium, I think, has like the windows on the one side. I think sometimes the sun comes through there. I think I remember seeing that this season. The sun was like shining through, so like half the field was just like in a dark shadow, and then half the field was like the sun blaring in your face. I got nothing open. I tried to run out of the pocket, and I like got stuck back inside. So take the intentional grounding, I guess, and that sucks. So now it's going to be 4th and 12. I could have gone for it on 4th there, but, well, not our best first drive. Need a big punt here. Try to get the field positioning back. Oh, beautiful. Bounce, 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 bounce. Let it go. Nice. That was a perfect punt. I wish I would have rolled a little bit further, but I wasn't going to let it roll in the end zone, that was for sure. Right, we're going to blitz, try to get him stuck in the backfield here. Can't get off the block. Nice. He got back, well, second and 11, but he's at the same, they're at the 3-yard line, so must have lost like a half a yard. Stay with that guy. No. Oh, God. We're not really about to give up a big touchdown. Okay. Well, missed a tackle. Not much I can do there. I couldn't stay with that guy for some reason, with Amari, so I was trying to like follow him. No one stayed on that side on the zone. They like crashed inside in the middle, I guess, whoever was in the middle of the field, the tight end or whatever, but should have stayed there. Hurts me frustrating. I thought he was scrambling there. Another one that he should have scrambled, really. But I was crashing up on him, so it was a good throw and good catch, too. Oh, come on, I was right there. Oof, big hit by Fred Warner. They still got the catch. John who held on to it. I mean, our defense did good the first drive, and now we're struggling. Walking right down the field. They got the ball at the 3-yard line. Oh, Fred Warner's right there. Nice. It's a tackle for loss for Fred Warner. I think they're going to run this again. Yeah. Nice. Tried to contain with Fred Warner, and he bounced back inside. I thought I was going to break loose for a split second, but able to make the tackle anyway. Got stuck on that receiver. Tackle him. No, they gave him the first. Come on. Do I challenge that? I kind of look at it and then still challenge it. It says there's nothing to challenge. Of course, I wouldn't want to challenge the spot on a very close call. Because I don't even think he got there. Let's look at it from this way. So let's see. So the first down is like 1.5, it looks like. Oh, wow, I could not see that he reached the ball out from the other point of view. Dang. Yeah, he definitely got it. That Alberto, wait. Do they have... Did I miss that? Oh, they have Alberto also. I didn't even see that. He only 69 overall. He was supposed to be pretty good in real life, and he kind of had a bad season, but could still be good. Come on, tackle him. Oh my god. He almost fell forward somehow. That was a weird animation. I'm going to switch to Minka. I'm going to try to cover the slant in case they do that. I was right there. I was trying to do too much with Minka. I tried to cover the slant in case they did decide to pass it, because that's like 9 times out of 10 if they're going to pass it, that's what they do. And I tried to bounce it back inside and stop that hole, but he was able to get past me anyway. Ooh, that was an interesting little spin move from Greg Rousseau, but it's really hard to block the field goals. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but I usually go from the outside, but if I have like a good pass rusher like Greg Rousseau, you can get that interior pass rush and it's quicker and it's like a straight shot. If you're from the like the far end guy, which is like usually like a corner, you have to like run across and then dive, and you have to like time it right, and you'll get like, you'll dive into the kicker and then get a penalty, or they'll just dive and it'll go right through their hands and they'll miss it. So I just like doing the interior rush if I can, if I have a good rusher. Oh, is that Jalen Petre? I thought I had the inside, but he made a good break on that ball. Kind of stacking the box. I'm going to send Peoples-Jones deep here. Hopefully he gets out. He clears before Chark comes across. Kind of does. Yeah, nothing's open though. I'm going to have to scramble here. Do have a nice lane right here. Malik Willis might be our leading rusher again. Sorry, he has 2 for 30. Alright, we can run this time. I kind of want to like run unless I see like a mismatch or something. I need to start focusing on that. Like, I only got 2 yards there, but I just need to keep working my way down the field short. So hopefully we can get something out of this. I'm probably going to look at DJ Chark here. Well, I'm going to look at McBride first, and I'm going to look over at Chark. He didn't get open. Neither of them got open. I should be able to get there. Get out of bounds. Nice. I had Quez. I could have thrown the low pass to him and probably completed it, but Quez's catch in traffic isn't very high, so I didn't want to risk him getting hit as he catches it and dropping it, because I was pretty confident that Malik Willis could outrun their defensive lineman there. Take the run. Oh, didn't realize they put McKinnon in that time. I'm going to send Chark cross with McBride. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, Peoples-Jones has him. That should be a pretty good pass. Nice, good catch. Big play from Donovan Peoples-Jones. Our receivers on those go routes are just like unblockable. I almost thought he did get hit kind of when he caught that. That a lot of times that's a drop, but nice quick 7-play, 74-yard touchdown drive. Got done quickly, bring us back in the game a little bit. Got the win against us, so maybe this will be returnable for them. I do prefer when they return it. Yeah, they're going to bring this out. I got Blake Cashman come in. Nope. Dang it. All right, he did get back to the 25, so no one broke loose there. A lot of time you'll get a nice clean hit on the returner, get some fumbles, but didn't get anything that time. All right. Can't switch to Winfield. All right. Running it. Not right there. Nice. Sorry, 2 carries for Juszczyk. Wonder if the Texans playbook just has a lot of fullback. Yeah, like they're. I wonder if there's like actually a fullback formation. Oh, let's go, Alexander. I don't know if they actually have a fullback in instead of a running back, or if they like sub to, like if they're starting Juszczyk at running back instead. I don't know what that formation is, but it'd be interesting if they actually had a formation that had Juszczyk in. Just gonna send him on streaks again. Anytime there's press coverage, I'm going to run this play. And Quez should have this. Ooh, not the best pass. Get it both feet in. Touchdown, Quez. That's 2 offensive plays in a row. Deep touchdowns. Speed kills. My goal is no missed kicks this game. Got that, but it'll help with the gameplay a little bit. Oh, I wanted the sack. Oh, pick that. Oh, come on. Should have been another pick. I could have had back-to-back offensive plays with deep touchdowns and back-to-back defensive plays with interceptions. But, dang. Thread of the needle on that one got it right over my head. Got it that time. I do risk that a lot. If I think that there's a chance that they're handing off, especially if they're doing, if they hand it off, I'm right there for the tackle. If they don't hand it off, then it's play action, so it takes them a couple seconds anyway. So I usually can get there quick enough, unless the running back blocks me. But I do leave that flat zone open quite a bit. Oh, they're running this, I think. No, they're not. Wow. All right. Stop them short, and they're not in field goal range. Good defensive stand after the interception in the last drive. A nice, quick defensive series. So after a poor punt, we get the ball at the 27-yard line. So decent field position. We could have had pretty bad field position with how close they were at the 50-yard line. That's usually a coffin corner punt, but he punted out of bounds pretty early, so get the ball. Oh no, did I get this glitch? I had this before. No, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say I had a glitch before that my running back just disappeared, and I found out later on that the CPU's running back was gone too. Both of us were just playing our backup running back for like the last 3 quarters basically, or 2.5 quarters, something. I don't know what it was. It was really weird, but I just like midway through the second quarter, I noticed that my running back was out. It was a different franchise and everything, but my running back was out, and I was like, oh, maybe they just, it's just he was tired. Whatever, that happens a lot, especially because I run a lot. But then, like, another series goes by, still the backup running back. I was like, well, that's weird. Halftime goes by, come back from second half, and all of a sudden, he was still in, the backup running back, and I was like, what the heck? So I went and looked at it, and he was in on my depth chart as my starter, like everything was normal. For some reason, it wouldn't let me sub him. When I went to the like sub packages, when I went to the sub packages at the, like on here, you can go to like formation, and I can go to like subs right here if you hit RB. So when I went to this, like, it was only my backup running back, my second string. My starter, my third string were just nowhere to be found. I was like, what the heck? And then, like, at the very end of the game, I noticed that the backup for the other team was playing too for the CPU. I was like, what the heck? So I went and looked at theirs, and their starter, he only had like 5 carries, and he was doing good too. Both of our running backs started off really good, and then they just weren't allowed to play for some reason. It was like both of our teams just agreed to veto the starting running backs for some reason, didn't tell the coaches or something. I don't know exactly what happened. It was a really weird glitch. So I was worried that was happening again, but oops, but it did not, thankfully. No, that's not what I want. Come on. Really? Okay, I should have called timeout, but... Oh, thank God. No, he didn't get it. 4th and inches. We're going to go for this. Should do the QB sneak. The Eagles patented 93% of the time, every time. But it doesn't work as well in this game as it does in real life. They don't have that the push that they do in real life. They got the press coverage, single high safety, so one of them should get open. So we'll see what happens here. Nope, not really. They backed off. So they kind of disguised it there. Just get the ball out. Okay. I was trying to throw it away. I did it too late. That was my fault. I thought they were just doing like cover 1 man coverage, but it looked like they dropped off in cover 3 possibly, so didn't get it open the way I thought it would, and then I didn't realize it until too late, so I was holding on to the ball way too long. They got to spread out a little bit. I should have done... I tried to switch. I hit A and then tried to hit X again, but it was too late. It looked like it was like a lob pass, so I thought he was going to... The defender was going to catch up to him, but he didn't do it in time. So that's why I did a possession catch at first. All right, so we got 2 minutes. I definitely want to score, obviously, but I want to waste enough time that they don't get a lot of time left to drive down the field. But, I mean, even if they have 2 seconds left, they're just going to run back the kickoff or something, because that's how this game works on all Madden. I'm going to try a receiver screen right here. Hopefully we... Hopefully they get the blocks here. Could work. Could just be a stupid play. Yeah, it's a stupid play. Okay. All right, but that's fine. It wastes a little bit of time. We're still in field goal range. We should be in field goal range. I said I don't want to miss any kicks, but I would at least attempt it from here. Yeah, no, I'm definitely in field goal range. But like I said, I'm going to waste a little bit more time, but I still want to try to score. Oh, why is this play messed up? That's not what he's supposed to do. Okay, I'm probably just going to have to run this. Is it auto handoff here? It doesn't tell me for some reason, so I don't know if I have to hand it off or not. Nice. Okay, got the first down. All right, so we're going to do a no huddle here. I'm going to try a screen real quick. Yeah, this might not work because this linebacker is watching it, but they get the block. Nice, I got the block. Oh, AJ Dillon, I think, is really tired. All right, we're going to call a timeout here. Hopefully, they're probably going to put McKinnon in. No, they didn't. He was running really slow, so I feel like he was tired, but they kept him in. Maybe the timeout, he got enough energy back. But I also want to call a timeout to stop the clock because it's getting a little lower now, and I have time to... It's low enough that they shouldn't be able to score against us even if they get the ball back, so I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker now. I still have 2 timeouts, so not worried about it. I'm going to run a fade to Peoples-Jones here. If he doesn't get open, I have Quez possibly. He gets open. Oh, that's a bad throw, though. No. Actually, it was a pretty good throw because he got the jump on him, but not what I was hoping for. Oops. All right, we're going to send him on another fade, but I'm looking at Quez here most likely. So first I'm going to look at Peoples-Jones just to see if he beats the press quickly. If not, I'm going to quickly look to see what the linebackers do because there's this guy sitting kind of in between Quez and McBride that if he stays there, I can't throw this slant because he's basically double covered. But if that guy crashes inside, then I'll have that lane open. He does crash inside, so I do have it. If he makes that catch, nice. Okay. So I immediately saw that guy came down, so you can see what I was looking at. So this guy right here is kind of what I was looking at. Because they have the press coverage. This receiver beats the press right here most of the time on the slant, and he gets the inside lane. But if this guy would have stayed in this area, then he would have just shut that down. I would have had to look at Peoples-Jones. But I saw him come down and cover the tight end. So as long as he stayed, I just waited for Quez to pass him. So as soon as I saw Quez get past him, because that's another thing, they can disguise this and kind of come down, and then as soon as I try to throw it, he'll just break back inside. But as soon as I saw Quez pass him, I knew it was open, threw the pass, boom, touchdown. All right, we're going to watch the kick here, make sure that I don't miss. Should be in, right down the middle. Okay, we're good. And we got it down to 9 seconds, so they shouldn't. Like I said, they could return the kickoff for a touchdown. We'll see what happens, I guess. This is returnable. See what Gilliam can do. Okay. Well, it doesn't return it. That's good. He wasted some more time, so they'll probably just kneel it here. We'll just go in halftime with a pretty sizable lead. Yep, they're going to kneel it. All right. So go into halftime. We're going to... We're just going to switch to 4 verticals for now, but I'm going to send Chark on a slant and McBride on an out. I want to try to clear the space a little bit, and hopefully one of these safeties comes down on either Chark or McBride and leaves the receiver open. That safety did come down on the right, so I could have Watkins. He got hit. Oh, no. Yeah, I was picked. I got hit when I threw it. And slot corner Vontae Maddox with a big play. That's unfortunate. He did have like a half a step on him. It still was decent coverage, so it probably would have been broken up, but to get the pick was unfortunate because I got hit right as I was releasing it, so it was way shorter than I wanted. Because Malik Willis does have the arm strength to get it out there in front of Quez, so... But as I was saying, that we wanted to keep up our strong offense. Not what you want out of the halftime. There's a turnover. You get the ball start the second half, and then you just turn it over, give them basically an extra possession. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to... I want to run... It's all zone. Why? Oh, okay. Sorry. Alright, I want to switch to zone for a couple minutes. They've been killing us in the past game. Actually, they're probably running this. Nice stop. Christian Wilkins made a big play there because I got blocked inside. I tried to break it, block the gap, but I got pushed inside, so he would have had a lane there if Wilkins didn't get that tackle. Another run. Rousseau was a tackle for loss there. We're destroying them in the run game. We just can't stop their passing right now. If we can close off the pass a little bit better, then we'll basically just blow them out, but fortunately we haven't been able to do that so far. There's another big pass. He had all the time in the world to throw that. Might have to stop him short a little bit. So they're going to kick a field goal here. Hopefully they don't fake this. I'm going to come in with the outside guy this time and see if I can get anything. I timed that like perfectly and I didn't get the jump. Dang. I mean, I ended up running into the guy anyway, but there's like an animation. If you time it right, it's supposed to give you the animation where he'll get like a perfect jump on the ball. And you're supposed to have a pretty easy block. For some reason, didn't get it, but I swear I timed that like on the dot. Pretty solid return there. The ball to 36, so basically got an extra 11 yards out of that return. So hopefully we can take better use of this good field positioning. We're going to run this. I said I was going to start running more, and I really haven't run the ball all that much. Malik Willis still has more rushing yards. Tripped over my own guy. He was pulling to the left, and I went too quick and ran into his back. So we do have 100 rushing yards, but I feel like, I don't know, at least 30 of it. I know Malik Willis had 30 yards at one point. Oh, there we go. And AJ Dillon's actually he does have 53 yards, so that's not bad. But he's had a couple big runs like that, so just keep feeding him. Looks like they're going to try to stop the run here, but I might be able to bounce this outside, depending on Okonkwo. If he gets this block, no, I'm going to take this inside, just get the first down. He got kind of pushed back. Tyler Biao just got hurt. It's like lagging. We'll see what happens with him. I know we have a backup lineman. I think Cam Jurgens. Yeah, it looks like Cam Jurgens came in backup center. I think I have him at backup at every offensive line position to try to get him XP in this kind of situation. Hopefully it's not a serious injury because I don't want to have to play. I think he's like a 68 overall. So I really don't want to have to start him for like a long period of time this season, but gotta do what we gotta do. I do view him as like a high-end backup in like 2 or 3 years, as long as he get some XP. So I have to get him to like a 72 to 75 over like 2 years. So this is some good experience for him. Okay, good. It's just cramps. We're gonna actually keep Jurgens in. He is 68 overall. We're gonna keep Jurgens in the situation. We have a lead, and I want the experience for Cam Jurgens eventually anyway, so might as well just get it while we can. Nobody really got open. Ooh, that's actually a good throw. I thought it was pretty short, but I did the low pass on purpose to try to bring him back to the ball. Thought it was short, but he ended up coming back and getting that. That was a nice throw, actually. Might have Peoples-Jones here again on another deep play. If not, I'll probably have to wait for McBride to come across. Do have Peoples-Jones. Oh, that safety came across. Ugh. If I could have got that more to the pylon, it would have potentially been a touchdown. I had him for a split second. I didn't see that safety coming all the way across like that. I should have thrown a touch pass, not a lob, so it would have got there a little bit quicker. I tried to like set my feet there. See if it shows it. So I tried to set my feet, but when I did it, I like hit up on the analog stick, and when I did it, he like ran forward instead. So it ended up being like a throw on the run when I was literally trying to do the complete opposite. I was trying not to be in my back pedal when I do it, because when I saw him come open right here, I was about to throw it there, but saw that I was like backpedaling still, didn't want to throw it off my back foot, so I tried to plant my feet and ended up making it like a throw on the run, like a little jump pass. It's kind of awkward throw, but he ended up completing it. Made a nice diving catch from down on Peoples-Jones. Oh, I should not have held that. Whoops. It looked like they had that stopped either way. I saw them crashing inside, so I tried to keep it and bust it outside, but ended up just getting destroyed instead. Ah, it's a good tackle. All right, we're going to throw this 3rd and 9. See what we want to do. Sail's not a bad option here. Get a couple crossers. Smash the possibility. I prefer having. I don't like the tight end running that route. I feel like they're not quick enough to do the post right there. But actually, we're gonna do speed dig right here. Yeah, I actually like this. Okay, so we got Chark, then Watkins, then Jones. Peoples-Jones are my reads here. Chark didn't get open. Ah, shoot. Just gonna have to throw this up. Ah. If they would have picked that, it would have been basically a punt anyway, and just they would have had the ball inside the 10-yard line, so I wasn't worried about the pick there. But we'll take the points. Made another field goal. Still no misses yet, so that's good. Oh, I do have a turnover, right? So, yeah, I do have 1 pick. So actually, a pick there would have hurt the short week goal. All right, they're running a lot of this only having Kyle Juszczyk in at running back thing, so it looks like they do have him as like their #1 running back somehow. Well, I don't know. Maybe they have him. Oh, he's probably their power back, but this isn't a power back formation. I wouldn't think. I don't know. Oh, I almost got. Well, I made a good move on the tackle. Would have had a sack if he didn't get out so quick, and then Fred Warner was pretty close to pick there. I'll switch. Oh, this guy's wide open. Wow. What the heck was Minka doing? He like dove the wrong direction. Luckily, Cooks just spun out of bounds. He could just walked in because I just dove the wrong way for some reason. Oh, they're probably running this. Nope. What? Oh my god, that should have been an easy pick. That's the 2nd time the ball went like right over my linebacker's heads. That one was Fred Warner. How do I... Look at this. He's sitting right in front of me. I don't know why he even threw this ball. Wait. Warner was there. Like, he was trying to pick this, but he ran too far. And then he just didn't put his hands up. Wait, he like went to put his hands up right here. And I was like, oh, just kidding. Go ahead. Just have a touchdown. Madden scripted now too, apparently. First NFL. Now they just put it in their football games too. Their video games. Glee. Man, if we were in better field position, I would be tempted to fake this. Yeah. The guy on the right got wide open too. Another good punt. Get out of bounds. Come on, come on, come on. Nice. Inside the 3 again. Nice. 3-yard line. 2 coffin corner punts. That's something I'm good at for some reason. I don't know why, but punting has always been one of my strong suits in this game. Something stupid to be good at, but I'll take it, I guess. Nice. Stop him again. Gonna blitz again. Get him, get him. Nice. Safety. Come on. Nice. Let's go. Huge play. Let's go. Logan Wilson makes up for the missed interception you had earlier. That's good. I thought he got back to the goal line. Got out of the goal line. Dang, what a punt. He bombed it. That was basically a kickoff on the punt. And we basically get back to 25. Dang. It used to be like on the safeties you would get really good field position after them. I thought it was kind of stupid. So this does make a little bit more sense. But you would get the safety, you get 2 points and get the ball, and you would be in like good field position because they had to punt it, and you would get the ball back pretty short yardage. So get like the 40. Oh no! I thought I could feed it through that hole, but it didn't work. Dang. I mean, he was there. Hold up. Yeah, so, I mean, I was basically trying to get it in this hole right here. I also thought this guy was going to come down on the running back. So, I mean, the running back ended up being wide open. But, I mean, you see there is... Oh, my God. I hate how it locks on people. I mean, there's room there. If he throws a dart, which he basically did. Cashman, like... Or, not Cashman, geez. Trey McBride, like, kind of cut upfield. Didn't come to the ball. He should have high-pointed it. So, it's kind of on McBride there. And there goes the goal. So, we're not going to get the XP from that. Well... It still is a 2-possession game, though, so let's pick. Let's go. No, why do they always fall down on the interceptions? Every time. That's 2 for Alexander, though, right? He'll probably be the player of the game. Might be the defensive player of the week. 2 picks. Solid. Nice. Way to hold on to that. I thought I threw a low pass. I was trying to get him to kind of like round off a little bit more and come back to the ball, but he kept going up. I thought that DB was going to make that break. I was going to say if I threw another pick right back to them. I'm going to bank on them bailing out on this and this being a fake blitz. So I'm going to run it up the gut, and they don't. Okay. But still breaks it for a 10-yard run. AJ Dillon's a tank. Finally getting him closer to 20 carries. I mean, that's what I really need to be doing is giving him 20-plus carries a game. Here's our favorite play, but I'm not going to throw it. I swear I'm not going to throw it. Yeah, he got covered anyway. Just get the yards. I probably could have bounced it outside. I usually try to keep it inside with AJ Dillon since he's a little bit slower, but that was one I might have been able to bounce outside. Oh, I clicked the wrong play. Dang it. I'm just going to go ahead and run it with McKinnon. I don't know if this was because of the play that I picked or if it was because Dillon was tired, but they put McKinnon in. Which I was trying to... There was a run play on there, inside zone that I was trying to run. I accidentally clicked A instead of X, but we're just going to go ahead and give this to Dillon, get the short yardage here. Basically guaranteed that he gets it. Nice. Almost to 100. Let's go ahead and run no huddle. We'll go before he gets over there. Yeah, that didn't work. Trying to get them in the middle of their movement, but it didn't end up working out. All right, so we got second and short here. I want to go ahead and run it again. Keep feeding AJ Dillon. Got 100 yards. Almost got the first down, too. So we finally get him to 100 yards. I feel like it might have been a couple weeks since we did that. I feel like he's had a couple bad games in a row, but I'm not totally sure about that. We're gonna do the quick pitch. The quick pitch used to be like one of the better runs in the game, but I feel like the DBs just stay outside more. They're better at containment. Yeah, see, I mean that guy played that perfectly. Avonte Maddox, another good play. He was the one that had the pick earlier. We're gonna go for this. We have, yeah, it's already a 2-possession game. The field goal doesn't really help me any here, I don't think, because they would need 3, 4. Yeah, the field goal doesn't do anything for me. I mean, it would make them need 2 touchdowns, I guess, actually, but. Oh, and they're spread out on my receiver, so I can run this up the gut. AJ Dillon should be able to get this pretty easily. Just truck the defender. Nice. Oh, whoa, he spun out of that. Nice. It's 116 for him. We're going to try to get him a touchdown now, too. I don't think he has a touchdown yet, so... Okay. Let's say that I wasn't liking that play anyway, so I was just going to wait it out. All right, so we're going to run the halfback stretch here. I'm going to see about breaking outside, but yeah, Peoples-Jones probably won't get the block on this corner, so I'd be stuck one-on-one with him and just hope that he has to break the tackle, but no, I do get the outside. Oh, wow, nice blocking. Holy crap. That usually does not happen on that play. Usually it's like a one-on-one with the DB, and you just have to hope that you have a fast running back that can bounce it, but try to get him the octopus, which I never knew was a thing until recently. I was like looking at sports betting, and it was like, do you think there's gonna be an octopus in this game? And I was like, what the heck are they talking about? Like the halftime show or something? But apparently that's getting if the same player gets the touchdown and the conversion. Oh, dang, I had him. That play just does not work ever. At least I didn't throw a pick 6 there. Pick 2. It was a conversion. But yeah, so the octopus is apparently a thing which I never knew about, but the more you know. The more you know. Alright, I mean, game's pretty much over now, but just gotta play out the rest of the clock at this point. Another pick. Let's go. Logan Wilson gets back his pick from earlier after getting the safety the last time. That was a great read. Logan Wilson, I don't even know what he was supposed to be covering, actually. Oh, wow. The replay. Okay. The instant replays in this game suck. But I was going to say, I was covering the running back, I think, and then he went like all the way to the sideline where even if he caught it, it would be like a 2-yard gain. He would just fall out of bounds. So I was able to cut back inside a little bit. Ended up working out. I thought he was supposed to be on a go route there, but I mean, that worked out. He ended up blowing up the press coverage, but dang. I really thought he was supposed to be doing a go route. I was ready to just bomb that deep, and he ended up cutting in right as I was about to let go of the ball. So it ended up working out, though, but kind of sucks. Could have had a touchdown there. But nope. Get AJ Dillon another touchdown. Trucks right through. Got the touchdown. Nice. Might have us go for the 2-point conversion again, but I mean, at this point, it really doesn't matter. All right. All right. Don't choke this. Don't choke this. Nice. Perfect. Right down the middle. I successfully made it a whole game without missing an extra point or a field goal. I had 3 missed kicks last game. Made up for it this game. Another big score for us. For us having a not very good offense, we've been putting up a lot of points this season. Pretty impressed. I had it and I missed him. Probably could have been a fumble. Okay. I mean, I had him dead to rights right there. Would have blown him up. Looks like they might just run out the clock. Oh, no, I guess not. Oh, what? Oh, no, let me... What the heck? It won't let me audible there? Dang. I was trying to switch to cover 2-man, but it wouldn't let me. Oh, now it lets me. Okay, oh shoot. Oh god, okay, I was not expecting to be in man coverage as a corner there. I didn't mean to switch to it, I did it like the last second. Another pick. Come on, save mouse, save mouse. Ah, dang it. Nice, Tyson Campbell with the pick. I'm killing it with the users this game. I feel like everybody, like even if we watch like the pros and everything online, everybody does like the same user, the middle linebacker. You have to have like a fast middle linebacker, blah, blah, blah. I don't understand why that's a thing. If like there's a guy that's sitting in the middle of the field anyway, I much prefer to like just kind of take that flat defender who kind of, if there's nobody in the flat, they just stand there in the flat and don't really do anything. This year's game, they kind of improved that a little bit where they'll drop back a little bit deeper and help cover some of the deep guys, but I'm gonna call timeouts and try to get AJ Dillon more yards. Like I was saying, they fixed that a little bit, but they'll just sit there in the flat. But if you switch to them, or like just switch to any of the guys that are like Logan Wilson on that last interception I had, I mean he's like unathletic, and wasn't gonna be able to make a play on that ball if I wasn't using him. But I put him into a much better position. He was supposed to be covering the running back on that one that got the interception with Logan Wilson. But I was able to cover the running back and then bounce it back inside, which he wouldn't have done if I wasn't using him. So I like using people that would kind of just be pretty useless other than that. Like if there's a guy like Logan Wilson, if the running back stayed in to block on that drive, or on that play, I mean, Logan Wilson would have just basically done nothing. It would have been pointless. But instead, I was able to make him a lot more useful. Oh, 1 yard short of 160. But 31 carries for AJ Dillon, almost under 60 yards and 2 touchdowns, which he got both in the last like minute or something. So pretty big game for AJ Dillon finally. Hopefully that'll bring him back up. I'm going to look at the stats after this game for the season. I don't think we've done that for a couple weeks now. Defense played incredible that game. I mean, they just keep showing us why you need a strong defense. I mean, Malik Willis did have 3 TDs, but only 187 yards, 2 interceptions. We'll look at it. I think he had 2, maybe 3. Yeah, only 2 interceptions. We had 4 picks from our defense. Jalen Hurts has looked a lot better in real life, but not his best game. I mean, everybody's playing this defense does not look very good, except for last game. We kind of struggled, but 4 broken tackles from AJ Dillon's good. 2 touchdowns, 5 yards per carry on 31 carries is impressive. Quiz Watkins had a little bit better of a game than last week. I mean, he did have the 2 touchdowns, which makes it look better, but still, he only had 1 more catch for like 10 more yards, I think. Peoples-Jones, actually, he might have had more yardage last game. I can't remember if it was either like 30-something or 35 or 75. Can't remember. But pretty good game from Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's been more of like a big play guy. Hasn't had a ton of catches for us this season. Kind of kept that up a little bit. 1 touchdown for him as well. Dillon, not his best receiving game. And Trey McBride had his worst game recently. McBride's been doing pretty good this season, so that was a little bit disappointing from him. Still 10 tackles from Fred Warner. Again, not a very good game for him, but I mean, a good game for most people, just not for Fred Warner. But 3 tackles for loss, pretty good. Nothing other than that, which kind of sucks. He had those back-to-back multiple pick games and then just kind of slowed down a little bit. Kind of to be expected. You don't expect your middle linebacker to lead the league in interceptions or anything like that. So, sack-wise, I don't even know if we had any sacks that game. Tyson Campbell had a good game for our third, right? He's our third corner, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But Tyson Campbell, our third corner, getting a sack and an interception, and 5 tackles, not bad for a corner. You really don't want your corners to be like big tackle guys, because that means that they're giving up catches usually, or runs are breaking off in the secondary and they're having to chase them down. Which Tyson Campbell might have, that first catch that they had with Amari Cooper, that was like a 70-something yard catch. I think it might have been Tyson Campbell. I remember I was chasing him with Tyson Campbell. I don't remember if he's the one that got the tackle or not. But Minka with a pretty quiet game. Don't think he had any stats at all and only 3 tackles. Not good for Minka. Interceptions, we had Jair Alexander had his 2. Logan Wilson should have had another pick. Ended up not having it, but got it back later. Tyson Campbell with the pick like we already talked about. They had Devontae Madison and Tyrann Mathieu got a pick on us. Both of which unfortunate. The Devontae Maddox one was us getting hit right as we were releasing it. And Tyrann Mathieu was not the best throw in the world. I could have made a better decision, but still should have been a completion. And I believe it was Trey McBride that didn't come back for the ball. Ended up getting picked. Other than that, nothing crazy. Let's see. Yeah, they had 2 people with double-digit tackles and then 1 with 8. Kicking-wise, no missed kicks. Ended up making 5 kicks this game after missing 3 total kicks last time. Punting, 2 coffin corner punts. Got them at the 3-yard line both times. Does it tell you inside the 10? No, it tells you inside the 20, but not if it was inside the 10 or 5. So, but yeah, 2 punts down to the 3-yard line, which was huge field position game. Pretty good returning from Calvin Austin. Nothing crazy, but pretty good. Pretty good return. I thought McKinnon I thought he was the punt returner, not the kick returner, but I guess not. But overall, pretty good game. The turnovers, still got to work on that, but I mean, still put up over 40 points. Made up for the loss last week. I mean, them not being able to run the ball. Let's hit all of our goals except for the one, but they're not being able to really run the ball and being down 2 of their top 3 corners was huge for us. I mean, we'll see. We didn't get this, but like I was saying, they did run the ball a decent bit, but they were running with like Kyle Juszczyk, who's getting like 2-3 yards. Oh. So even though I didn't get the less than 2 turnovers goal, I still got 1,000 XP for the team, which is nice. But like I was saying, Aaron Jones being out did hurt them quite a bit. I feel like because they were running with like Kyle Juszczyk, your fullback, a lot, which you don't really. I wasn't expecting that. Obviously, he's a really good player, but you don't expect him to carry the ball a ton. Their offense being 88 and not having their probably best offensive player, I would say, Aaron Jones. I think think he's like a 90 overall or something like that. So him being a 90 overall, being your best offensive player or very close to it with Amari Cooper, it really hurt them. The offensive line was very talented, weren't able to really make use of it because they were missing a running back. So that did end up working in our favor quite a bit. So we took advantage of that. They weren't able to move the ball a ton. They had to pass the ball a lot, which ended up turning into turnovers. There wasn't really much of a threat of the run. So they weren't able to run play action and stuff on us too much. So we hit all of our goals except for the one. So that was nice. Like I said, I was going to look at the season stats. So we'll see where we're at. 7th in yards, 4th in touchdowns for Malik Willis. That's good. 24th in rating. Oh, AJ Dillon has 1st in everything. I thought he might have fallen off a little bit recently, but definitely not. 32nd, 69th for Trey McBride is our leading receiver. We're going to go in and look at that. Wow. So, yeah, we don't complete a ton of passes. Willis is up there in passing completions, but I guess we just spread the ball around a lot. So you can see, like, all the way down to Chigakonkwo, all have catches. So I guess having 3 tight ends, 3 receivers, and 2 running backs that all are getting the ball a decent bit. You're just spreading the ball around a ton, so no one's going to really stand out. But, 500 yards midway through the season for a tight end, that's pretty good. So I'm tracked to be a little bit short of 1,000 yards, I think, right? That was week 8, right? So he's actually on pace to hit 1,000 yards, just about exact. So he's on pace to hit it. Quez right behind him. I would like to get Quez more catches, or at least somebody. I guess it should be Don Peoples-Jones. He only has 13 catches. Like I was saying at the end of the game, he's been like more of a big play guy. He has 13 catches and 4 touchdowns. Like that's a pretty good ratio. But I need to get him more catches. That's our number 1 receiver. I wish I wouldn't have missed the trade deadline. I was thinking about trading him a little bit, but I ended up missing out on it. Didn't really think it was necessary to trade him, so I wasn't really thinking about it too much. So I did miss out on that, but like I said, I'm happy with him, and I really don't know what I would have traded him for. I've been thinking about looking at a better tight end, maybe upgrading over Trey McBride. That was what I would have probably looked at, but then I would have been worse at receiver, so it would have not really mattered. I would have looked at something along the lines of like a Peoples-Jones and Ian Thomas trade for maybe another team's receiver and tight end. Hopefully be able to upgrade, maybe get a slightly worse receiver and a better tight end. Not sure how that really would have worked out. I would have obviously added something else. Like we have a couple older guys. I guess I'm not going to really look at it here, but we have some old linemen, like Roger Saffold, who I'm not going to keep long term, so I could have thrown him in something to sweeten the deal a little bit and some picks, try to upgrade a little bit for this season. But like I said, it's already past that, so I'm not going to worry about it now. We'll go ahead and look at more of the stats. Pretty good. I'm going to actually pull up everybody. So like we saw, Malik Willis is pretty close. Who's in the lead? Oh, yeah, he's only 200 yards behind first place for yardage completions. He has not that many. 100 more attempts for Derek Carr, who's number 1 right now. So if I'm able to, I've been able to get more possessions recently because of turnovers and stuff. So if I can move the ball around more, get more attempts and stuff like that. Attempts? Did I just say intempts? I don't know. But get more attempts. He's 2nd, it looks like. No. He's 3rd. There's tie. Wait, tie for touchdowns. But he's 3rd in touchdowns. And has, is he leading? Yeah. 19-17 touchdown interception ratio. I think Dak Prescott led the league in real life with 16 or something like that, and he missed a couple games, so it was actually pretty embarrassing that he led the league in interceptions, even was missing 5 games or something like that. But I'm only midway through the season, already have 17 interceptions, and he has a couple fumbles too. I know at least 2 or 3 fumbles as well for Malik Willis, so not ideal. Completion percentage is not going to be very good. Oh, okay, well, this is skewed. We see Justin Herbert's the actual leader. These guys that have 1 attempt don't count. So 72 is really good actually for completion percentage. So we're actually not that far down. Surprise. Well, where were we? 63 or something like that. Yeah, 63%. So we are kind of far down, honestly, but not like a noticeable difference. Rushing wise, AJ Dillon's first by 11 yards or by 11 attempts, sorry, and has pretty good lead, 70 yards rushing yardage. Is he leading the league of guys with like running back, like starting running back wise? I think it looks like he's up there pretty high. Kareem Hunt's leading the league in yards per carry by a little bit. That's what I wanted. So, but he's like right behind him, 0.3 yards per carry less, leading the league in touchdowns by a pretty substantial amount. Yards per game, leading. No fumbles. Malik Willis has 3 fumbles. We did just talk about that. No fumbles for him as well. Broken tackles. Ooh, wow, 30 broken tackles. Here, let's just do this. He only has 14. The lead is like 30, so that's pretty crazy. Yards after contact, he probably has the most. So, wow. So he only has 14 broken tackles, but has 456 yards after contact. Interesting. Not really sure how they calculate these two stats, but you would think with only 14 he wouldn't have that big of a lead, but I feel like he doesn't really have. He only has his longest 40 yards for carry. So you would think if he only has 14 broken tackles but has a lot of yards after contact, it would be like he break the tackle and get like a 100-yard carry instead, or a 99-yard carry, whatever. So you'd think that would be how that would work, but he only has 41-yard is his longest run. So I don't really understand how this works out, but whatever. But yeah, so we already saw the receivers. We're not going to be on here at all. Blocking doesn't matter. Defensively, we might have we'll see tackles. Fred Warner second. I was going to say we might be out there in tackles. He's had a couple big games. Tackles for loss, he could be up there as well. Not really, actually. He only has 7, so he's pretty far down here. So he's in this range. I wish I had the numbers on the left side so we could see like where they're actually at once you scroll down. Sack-wise, probably not up here. Haven't had anybody really stand out there. I had a couple guys with a couple sacks. Tyson Campbell even had a sack this past game. So you don't expect your like third string corner to get a ton of sacks, but yeah, no one. I mean, where are we even at? Fred Warner is our number 1 with 2 sacks. I thought Greg Rousseau had like. Yeah, didn't Greg Rousseau have? No, he had 1. So Greg Rousseau probably has 2 as well. No, I don't know. I must have missed him. I'm not gonna go to that. So I might have missed Gregory Rousseau because I feel like he has at least 2. I think he had at least 1 in multiple games. But no, apparently Fred Warner is our leader. So I'll look at that in a second. Because I want to look at the interceptions. Because I think Fred Warner is leading the league in interceptions. And Minka's right there. Where's where's Jair Alexander? I'm confused. Because Jair just had 2 in this last game. He's not even on here. Wait. I think to be... Right? I'm not stupid, right? I think to be on here, you have to like have a certain amount of tackles, I think. I think that might be the issue. Because this, I think, only shows a certain amount of people. And I think it's sorted off of tackles. So I want to say that since he doesn't break the number of tackles that he needs to be included on like the top 100 or whatever, I think he's not getting showed on here. That's probably why, because we probably do have people that have more sacks than 2, and we definitely have. Jair has like probably 5 or 6 interceptions, I think. But yeah, you see all these guys have multiple, like 30 plus tackles. So Jair probably just doesn't have more than 20 tackles, which is possible. He might have like 2 or 3 a game. We're only 8 games in, so he might just be just under 20 tackles or something. But so Fred Warner looks like he's leading the league in interceptions. Jair's probably up there with him, pretty close. And then we have somebody else here, Minka as well, with 3 is not far behind. Other than that, we really haven't had any fumbles. So 2 is the lead. Yeah, 2 is the league leader in fumbles right now, so that's not anything crazy. We did get a safety, Logan Wilson, a couple of those. And TDs, we probably lead. We only had, Minka had 1 and Logan Wilson had 1. I thought Logan Wilson had 1 earlier in the season, in like the 2nd or 3rd game. So, oh wait, yeah, no, he didn't get he got an interception this past game, not a touchdown though. Okay, so, oops, I wanted to look at Minka. So we'll go. So we see. Yeah, see, Zaire is. He has 6, but he only has 11. No, he has 27 tackles. So I'm not sure why I wasn't showing him on the all NFL thing, but for whatever reason, didn't show him. But he's 2nd in the league in interceptions with 6, unless there's another corner that's not getting shown on the list for whatever reason. But I guess there's not really a way to see that until the end of the season. But Jair is a superstar, not an X Factor. Yeah, but he looks like he's on pace to be upgraded to X Factor at the end of the season if he is one of the top DBs in interceptions, I believe. Is that how that works? So there's some of the stats we get to look at that. So it's nice to see the update. I think I don't remember looking at it since week 2, so a lot has obviously changed since then. Nothing else really to look at this week. I'm kind of hoping that we have a player, like a dev trade upgrade next week in the game. Give that game a little bit extra oomph to it. But yeah, pretty big game. We're going to sim to the next game. The next week. All right, so we sim the next week. We didn't get a dev trade upgrade. There's a couple things. Players that are ready to negotiate, which there's like 2 or 3 that I tried last week and didn't accept. We're going to try again this week and hopefully get them. We get a cold opponent, divisional game. I think we already beat the Commanders earlier in the season, pretty sure. The Commanders have Scary Terry. He's a beast in real life, plays for them obviously in real life. So there's a couple things to do for the video next week, but I'm not going to do any of that right now. I think for some reason I 2 videos ago did the players ready to negotiate for this past week that should have been on this video. Not sure why I did that, but we're not going to do that again. Hopefully I'll remember to not do that. I don't know why I did that. But so we're going to keep the players ready to negotiate. We'll keep all this stuff here. Not going to do anything with scouting yet. Yeah, I've already been recording for like an hour and a half, so I'm not going to do any scouting stuff and try to make this video any longer. It's already going to be plenty long. I do have quite a bit I can cut out, so that'll shorten it a little bit, but it's whatever. But we were able to make up for the last week's big loss with a big win this week. Not only win the game, but win pretty handily. 39-17. It looked a little bit closer. Gave up a couple turnovers and points off the turnovers, so kind of made it look a little bit closer, but it really wasn't that close of a game, to be honest. Never in doubt at all. So that was big for us, and it's a divisional game coming up. They're cold on a losing streak, so we'll see that at the beginning of the next video. How many games they've lost, whatever. Hopefully we're able to just destroy them. We're already up by 1 game on the Giants, but overall we have a pretty big lead on the rest of the division. Hopefully we can just extend that lead even more. I'm currently dying of heat exhaustion. I have my door closed, and you can see the sun coming in. It's like shining like right here, like right next to me. It's very hot. So that's gonna do it for this video. I need to go get cooled off a little bit, get some water. That's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.